Frogs might not be the first animal that comes to mind when you think of amazing creatures, but they are actually some of the most fascinating beings on Earth. They come in all sorts of colors, shapes, and sizes, and they have some pretty wild abilities that make them stand out from the rest of the animal kingdom. One of the coolest things about frogs is the way they transform. They start their lives as tiny tadpoles swimming around in the water looking more like little fish than anything else, but then something incredible happens. Their bodies go through a complete change. They grow legs, their tails disappear, and they become land-hopping amphibians. It is like real-life magic, and it is one of the most unique life cycles in the animal world. Another thing that makes frogs so interesting is their crazy variety. Some frogs are tiny enough to sit on the tip of your finger, while others, like the Goliath frog, can grow as big as a house cat. Some are brightly colored like the poison dart frogs of the Amazon, which use their neon skin as a warning that they are super toxic. Others, so like tree frogs, blend perfectly into leaves, making them nearly invisible to predators. No matter where you go in the world, there is a good chance you will find a frog that has adapted to its surroundings in a unique way. Frogs are also some of the best jumpers on the planet. Their powerful legs allow them to leap many times their own body length, which helps them escape predators and move quickly from place to place. Some frogs, like the red-eyed tree frog, even have sticky pads on their feet that let them climb trees and cling to surfaces as if they have built-in suction cups. One of the most famous things about frogs is their croaking. They do not just make noise for fun, though. Male frogs use their calls to attract mates, and some species can be heard from miles away. Different frogs have different calls. Some sound like whistles, some like grunts, and others even sound like they are laughing. If you have ever been near a pond at night and heard a chorus of croaks, you know just how loud these little guys can get. Another wild thing about frogs is the way they breathe. Most of them can breathe through their lungs like we do, but they can also absorb oxygen directly through their skin. This is super useful, and they are underwater or buried in mud for long periods of time. However, it also makes them really sensitive to pollution and changes in their environment, which is why many frog species are struggling to survive today. Frogs have been around for millions of years, and they are some of the toughest survivors on the planet. Some can freeze solid in winter and then thaw out in the spring as if nothing happened. Others have toxins strong enough to take down large animals, and some even carry their babies on their backs or inside their mouths to keep them safe.